Jordan Grace versus Ash by Elegance.
Excuse me. What in the world are you thinking?
Mean Gene, the first thing you need to do is to tell these people to shut up if you want to hear what I gotta say.
What up, y'all? It's KMB, the sexy ninja, in the place to be for a Paper Saber universe, and this is the new New World podcast. I'm exhausted, as you can tell by my hair. We're talking about TNA Impact, August 29th, 2024. Matthew Tom on commentary. Fun show. We started with an X Division match. Rich Swann with AJ versus Mike Bailey with Trent Seven. Fun match. I had a lot of fun with this. Mike Bailey, though, gets the win, so he will defend that championship at Emergence tonight in the X Division Championship match. Six-way match, man. That's going to be crazy. Then we get Gia with Jordan Grace. She has a big main event tonight. TNA Knockout World Championship match. A match by elegance, whatever that means. I don't know. Whatever match that is, but we'll get to that in a bit. Then we have Brian Myers versus Joe Hendry. I believe in Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry gets the win, then gets attacked, and here comes Santana, sets up our next match. Edwards versus Mike Santana. Mike Santana gets the win. Joe and Mike these are big wins because they have a match at Emergence against the system with the Hardys. So, them getting the win, definitely boosting egos. We go into Matt Cardona. He says he's not medically clear. And Santino's like, what are you doing? And he's like, you promised me, this and that. He's like, hey, your doctors are not clearing me. So that's what's going on. Your doctors. And so he goes, but I got a monster that will face PCO. And that match will be on the Countdown show, not on the main show and everything like that. Sorry, I grabbed my pen. For some reason, I wrote Mike Santana here, not Santino. Eric Young versus Hammerstone. Hammerstone is in the X Division match. He gets the win over Eric Young. Steve Macklin is on commentary because he has a match with Eric Young. And it was fun. I was like, AZ represent, baby! Hammerstone! Getting the win. Then we have ABC versus Jake Something and Cody Deaner. They do a promo before their match. And yeah, it was okay. ABC gets the win, but First Class attacks because they want those tag team championships. And so they're making a statement. Then we go into our TNA Knockout World Championship match. A match by elegance. Jordan Grace versus Ash by elegance. Sorry, I'm a silly goose. Yeah, it's a good match. Jordan Grace got the win. Crazy spot at the end. This was a vicious... I will say this is my match of the night. Spitfire, because they have the big match with Jordan. Spitfire versus Ash and Masha and Alicia at Emergence. So this was a good build to that. Adding more fire to the flames and stuff like that. So, yeah, Jordan Grace got the win. And Spitfire, they celebrate. And we're off to Emergence. But not just yet. We get the face-to-face between Nick Nemeth and Josh Alexander. This was a very intense interview. They were not meant to touch each other. That sounds weird. They're not meant to fight because that's just what's going to happen. They're not meant to fight each other. But they go at each other and they're dropping F-bombs left and right. Like, you fucking dude, you a fucking motherfucker, you fucking fuck. They're dropping them fuck. But it was all bleeped out. Just the add the thing. I would say so. This was an okay Impact for our build to Emergence. Match of the night, though, is the TNA Knockout World Championship match. Jordan Grace and Ash. That is my favorite. And then we go into our picks and predictions for Emergence. And if you're new to this, welcome. If you're new to a Paper Saber universe, welcome as well. Just in general, just welcome. Welcome. So I'm going to pick who wins the match, and will we go on with these stories, or is this the end? I don't think so for a lot of these matches here, just because Emergence is a pay-per-view that I feel is just a pay-per-view. Like, it's there. They got the matches on it. But I don't think anything significant is going to happen. That's just me. Because we have Eric Young versus Steve Macklin. Steve Macklin's going to get the win. But this ain't over. I think we're going to have another match between these two. Then we got Jordan Grace and Spitfire versus Ash, Masha, and Alicia. I am picking Jordan and Spitfire to win. But Ash ain't done with Jordan Grace whatsoever. Then we have the System versus the Hardys and Joe and Santana. I am picking Hardys, Joe, and Santana for the win. But the beef ain't over with the System. The System goes on, and they will insert their dominance in TNA and everything like that. So I don't think any of this beef is over. We're going to continue on. TNA X Division Championship match. Speedball versus Zachary versus Riley versus Jason versus Hammerstone versus Laredo Kid. I am picking Speedball to retain that championship. It's going to be a crazy match, but I am picking Speedball. Then we get into the TNA World Championship match, an Iron Man match. I think this is going to be a balls to the wall awesomeness because they did go the distance. I am saying Nick Nemeth will retain the championship. I have a feeling he will retain, but we'll get an awesome Iron Man match. I love a good Iron Man match, man. My favorite was, I think it was Bryan Danielson and MJF. Oh, so good. Revolution, I believe. So hopefully this will become my next favorite. But that's it. Emergence. A lot of awesomeness. Will there be surprises? Who knows? WWE and TNA working very well together. Is going to be a lot of fun. So that's it. That's all. That is Impact, August 29th, 2024. Are you excited about Emergence? Go get that TNA Plus. We're in Tampa, Florida for this one. Matthew and Tom. Well, we're in Kentucky for Emergence. Sorry. We're in Kentucky for Emergence. We're in Tampa for Impact. So that's it. That's all. Like and subscribe. Share with your grandma. Share with your grandpa. Share with the bum down at Walmart. Go to that link tree. Get that sexy ninja merch. And remember that the New World Podcast is for life, brother.
Hendry able to score the win here tonight, trying to send a message to the